Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to this shoulder mobility session. Now the idea of this session is to simply mobilize the shoulders. We're going to do that with some mobility exercises, and then we're going to move into some stretches. And the whole idea of this is to help protect your shoulders and to maintain their health going forwards. See, as wheelchair users, we are heavily dependent on our shoulders. So to keep them mobile is going to make sure that they can do their job to the best of their ability. To start with though, we're going to do a little bit of breathing exercises before we move into it. So get yourself into a nice comfortable position, shuffle around if you need to, and just do some nice deep breathing going in through the nose and out through the mouth. Keep that breathing going there at your own pace, but also make sure when you're doing this to make your out breath longer than the in breath. That's going to really help to send a wave of relaxation over you here. I'll come in and join with you here. As you're doing this, notice how your lungs expand, the chest comes up and forwards as you breathe in, and how everything relaxes down as you breathe out. And notice that as you're breathing in, as you're breathing out, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good, keep that going there. But now as we breathe in, what I want you to do is shrug your shoulders up and then relax them down as you breathe out. So as you breathe in, shrug up and squeeze the muscles at the top. And as you breathe out, just let it all relax out. Essentially what we're doing here is trying to pump the muscles here. And that's going to help send blood to that area. And that's going to help with just relaxing it off. It's a really great way to almost force it into relaxating here, which is just bringing those shoulders up, squeezing nice and tight, and then relaxing off. Make sure you link your breathing in as well. So breathe in, shrug up. Breathe out, relax down. We're having that mindful connection between the mind and the body, using the breath as that link between the two. Good work. We're going to continue this way of thinking, but instead of going up and down, we're going to come back as we breathe in, squeeze those shoulder blades together, and as you breathe out, we're going to push those shoulders forwards. Let me come to the side so I can show you from there as well. So bring it back, squeeze those shoulder blades together, and then bring it forwards, breathe and push them forwards there, and go back and forth between the two at your own pace. Here you don't have to follow my pace, just however long it takes you to breathe in, squeeze those shoulder blades back. However long it takes you to breathe out, push those shoulders forwards. And just nice, simple, back and forth between the two here. Good work. Okay, let's just go into some shoulder rotations now. Just moving it around nice and gently, loosening it up here. Good work, just round. This is just a really basic, easy mobility here. You may feel some clunks as you're going around, and don't worry too much about that. As long as it's not painful, it's generally okay to feel those. Let's change direction. Go the opposite way now. And again, just mobilizing there. Getting everything moving nicely. Good work. Now what I want you to do on this next one is keep these shoulders going around just like so, but what we're going to do is bring our hands up onto the shoulders. So we continue going backwards on this, and let's start to get the elbows going around as well. And the key difference here of why I want you to keep going the shoulders round is we can just get the elbows going round like so, but what I want you to do is get the shoulders and the elbows going round together. And you'll notice that opens up a lot more movement as you go around. Now, if you're struggling to get your arms round like so, feel free to do it single arm. You can do one side for a little bit and then the other side, or just one side if that's all you're able to do. Or we can do it alternating, or doing it both together. The choice is yours on this one. Keep that breathing going as well. You don't have to do it as focused, the breathing, but get those shoulders, get those elbows going around. Nice, easy movements here. Okay, let's change direction and go the opposite way. The same thinking here though. Shoulders are coming around as well as the elbows. This is good work, everybody. Keep those arms circling around. Nice and controlled. Good work. We're going to take it one step further now. We're going to take one arm and we're going to come round in a circle, just like so. I've got the chair in the way here, but we're just going to go around the best that we can. Nice, easy circles. Go around the best we can. Now we've got our arm opened all the way up. That really opens and stretches the shoulders. You'll probably start to feel a little bit in there, especially as you come round to this sort of area, and maybe even a little bit as you come forwards. That's it, good. Well, let's change direction and go the opposite way. And if you can't do a full circle with this arm, if it's with a bent arm, a slightly reduced circle, whatever you can do here to help mobilize, open up that shoulder. It's all about what you can do. It's not about following what I can do. We all have different levels of ability, whether that's range of motion, strength, endurance, flexibility. It's just about what you can do here. Let's change arms over to the other side. Doesn't matter which direction you start with, because we will go the other direction in a minute. It's nice, easy circles around. And again, you'll feel the areas where you feel a little bit tighter maybe. And we're just helping to loosen that off a little bit and make it feel a little bit better. Let's change direction and go the opposite way now. That's it. Good work, everybody. Now at this stage, if you've not done this sort of movement or exercise, or you don't do much on a regular basis, you may feel like your arm's getting a little bit tired. Just stick with it for a little bit. If you do need to take a break though at any point, feel free to do so, but don't worry too much if you're feeling a little bit fatigued. That's perfectly normal. Even on these easier exercises. Let's just use some more shoulder rotations going forwards. And going backwards. Nice work. Okay. So hopefully by now we're feeling a little bit looser and a little bit more mobile in our shoulders. That's exactly where we want to be right now, because we're going to move into some of our stretches. Now, how we're going to do these stretches isn't normally how you would go about stretching. Normally you would hold a position for a while, but the way we're going to do it slightly differently because it's a little bit more engaging, and I feel like it's a better way of doing it on a daily basis. But I'll get into that as we move into this first exercise. And again, if you can't do this first exercise, I'm going to show you an adaptation afterwards. So bear with me if you can't quite do it. So for this first one here, we're going to reach up and over. Don't mind me showing a little bit of skin there. Reach up and over to one side, and then coming over to the other side. And what you're doing is going back and forth between the two. Each time, try and hold it for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then over to the other side again. Just holding it there for a little bit and swapping back and forth. Now, if you can't bring the arm all the way up and over, then what I want you to do instead is to bring it up and across, or just across the body. You're still going to get a bit of a stretch in there. It will slightly shift it to sort of the upper back area. So either go here, 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 wherever you can get to, wherever you can get those arms. Get it as high and as over as you can. Hold it there for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then swap over to the other side. And a little bit goes a long way here, so don't worry about if you can't really get your arm up and over. As long as you're feeling a bit of a stretch as you do so, hold that position, come out of it, and go over to the other side. Good, well, let's ease out of that one. Our next stretch here is going to stretch the chest and the upper back this time. I'm going to turn slightly to the side here to do this. So with this, what I want you to do first of all is to open up the chest by bringing the arms back. And as you do so, you'll feel a stretch right across the front there, maybe even to the front of the shoulders. That's it, hold that for about 3 to 5 seconds. Then we're going to take one arm and we're going to reach it forwards the best we can. And with that as well, I want you to push your shoulder forwards in that shoulder joint as well. So we're bringing it forwards, feeling that stretch, and then bringing it back. Hold it again for 3 to 5 seconds, and then reach the other arm forwards. So this is what it would be without pushing the shoulder forwards. I really want you to reach forwards the best we can. If you need to, you can use some sort of surface to support yourself if you don't have the balance, but then bring it back. Hold this one for a little bit, and then change arms. I really want you to feel that stretch both in the forward position and in the back position here as well. Good work, everybody. Feel that stretch across the chest on this one, and sort of in the back of the shoulder as you reach that arm forwards. If you want to go a little bit further with that stretch on the forwards bit as well, you can bring it forwards and then over to the opposite side, and you'll feel a little bit more of a stretch there as you do so. Good, well, let's ease out of that there. And now on this next one and the last one for our stretches, we're going to go into stretching our rotator cuffs. These are muscles that are deep within our shoulder that do exactly what they say. They rotate the cuff, which is the shoulder here. So to do that, we've got 2 different variations here. I'll give the easier variation first of all. That's where we have our elbows touching to the side, and then with the thumbs pointing out, you go out to the side and then back in. Like that, nice and simple. Now, if that's all you're able to do with this, that's absolutely fine. But if you can, let's try and elevate those elbows and do the same movement where we rotate it back and rotate it down. And the reason for this being a bit slightly better version of the stretch is we can get a little bit more range of motion in both directions. And that just helps to really stretch out those rotator cuff muscles, keeping them healthy. And doing these mobility exercises and stretching exercises is great, but you do need to back it up with strength exercises as well. Having that strength through a long, flexible range of motion is where we're going to really help to protect these shoulders over time. So don't just do stretches and strength and cardio and rest and nutrition. It's not just one thing, it's everything that's going to help you protect these shoulders for a long time. So this is just one piece of the puzzle. Cool, let's ease out there, give ourselves a little shake off, and we'll just do some shoulder rotations here. And we'll go back to some nice deep breathing, going in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's change direction with that. And then again, giving that a little shake off as we bring that to a close. Feel free to do this as many times within a week as you would want. Once a day is fantastic, but even if it is just 3 times a week, that's absolutely fine. Just doing what you can here to make sure we're mobilizing and moving these shoulders is a great way to start the day, is a great way to end the day. However you feel like you want to do this, that will work. Just to make sure we're being consistent with it and doing it as frequently as we can do. Thanks again for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.